Hello gamers and welcome back to my channel. The other day I found some unpopular K-pop opinions on Reddit that I've literally never seen before. So today I'm going to share them with you guys and comment on them. As our Lord and Savior Moon Teal would say, let's get it. Number 1. Red Velvet's discography isn't good. I know this opinion is unpopular because there are always masses of people saying that Red Velvet has the best girl group discography and almost everyone collectively agrees on that. First of all, let me say I think about 3-4 of their songs like Umpa Umpa Psycho Sunny Side Up and Kingdom Come are amazing. I think songs like Milkshake Russian Roulette and In and Out are nice enough. However, I just find most of their discography so boring and bland. The girls have got great vocals and the beats in the instrumentals of the songs are nice, but overall I feel like there's just no substance in their tracks. It's like they try a bunch of different styles of music and I guess you could say it's diverse, but not one of the songs are done to the best extent in my opinion. I'm always surprised when they get praised for having a flawless discography because compared to a lot of other girl groups, their music isn't anything special and nothing stands out. I wouldn't exactly say their songs are bad, but when I listen to them it just feels like a beat in the background and bunch of nice vocals not really going anywhere, not going into any definite direction or tune. I also dislike the rap style songs from them because the girls are all weak rappers. I'd say Irene and Yeri are the better ones, but I cannot stand Yeri's voice when she's rapping, it sounds annoying to me. I much prefer when Yeri is singing, it sounds so much better. I think the girls should just stick to vocals as that's definitely their speciality. I think that there's not a clear distinction between a lot of Red Velvet songs too. Alright, so we're starting off with a strong one. I disagree to an extent. Liking a group's discography is 100% based on one's personal preferences. I do agree that most of Red Velvet songs get boring for me after a while because I listen to them on repeat, which is normal for every song, right? But then you take a break from them and listen to them again and it's all good. OP seems to think that compared to other groups Red Velvet's discography isn't special, which I completely disagree with. The fact that they do both bright and darker concepts on a regular basis is not something K-pop groups usually do. What I mean from this is that yeah, most groups will have at least one bright comeback or at least one darker one, but they rarely do 50% bright and 50% dark. Plus songs like Really Bad Boy and Zimzalabim are incredibly experimental and stand out a lot, but I do have to agree with the point that they prefer their vocals over their raps. But again, I don't mind the rapping since it adds a little flavor to the song as well. Number 2. I Can't Stop Me would have sounded better if it was more rap heavy. I think this is unpopular because in general I know a lot of people don't like Twice's rapping in songs, but technicalities aside, they rap pretty well in my opinion. I heard the instrumental and I felt like they could have added more rap segments. Like probably they could have rapped in the intro before Nayeon starts singing, or one of them rapping while the rest harmonize during the ooh part. Their raps would also be a good way to target more international female fans and it would make it a top tier girl crush concept for me. I've never thought about it, but honestly that's such a good idea. I personally enjoy Twice's quote unquote unnecessary raps. I definitely think that one of the girls could have rapped / sing talk, if you guys know what I mean, for a line or two during the intro ooh part. Number 3. aespa would have done better with a cute concept. I'm not gonna do a whole rant about how basic their girl crush song is because you probably saw a good amount of dragging for that. The thing is, cute concepts are almost obliterated from the face of 4th gen K-pop. It would have been a shock to see SM debut their girl group Cute. With an oversaturated market of girl crushes, they could have stood out more in terms of their concept and debut song and possibly set a new trend of Cute being back. Like songs reminiscent to G, probably any early Twice songs or Power Up. It would be nice to bring back those catchy one-liners that Cute concepts always served. What a miss. I'm a little conflicted about this. First of all, I think there's a reason why most 4th gen girl groups stay away from Cute concepts, because it's just not as marketable anymore. I honestly love Cute concepts as well, but I just think we're going through an era where it's not as trendy anymore and SM tried to play it safe with a girl crush concept. Honestly, I do agree though that aespa could have single-handedly popularized Cute concepts again, which I would have been absolutely down for. However, the girls themselves have said that they would rather not do a Cute concept, so I'm glad that they debuted with Girl Crush. Number 4. Momo's nasal voice is what makes Twice songs iconic. Twice is mostly known for their cute and high-pitched songs. You can see this in songs like TT and Licky. Momo's voice is high-pitched and cute. Arguable. And that is what makes Twice songs stand out to the point where they are recognizable and iconic to K-pop stans and non-listeners alike. Her lines like Jiarujima TT's pre-chorus and BB Cream Papapa are in my opinion makes the songs stand out other than the chorus. Momo's voice overall fits Twice's cute vibe so much. Sure, it can be unbearable at times, but it makes Twice songs Twice songs. I half agree, half disagree. She definitely plays a part in making Twice songs iconic, but she's not the only one. Honestly, I don't mind her voice at all and it does stand out a lot compared to the others, especially in their cute songs. However, like I said earlier, I don't think she's solely responsible for Twice's song's success. During every comeback, one particular member will usually have a memorable part which makes the song iconic. For example, Momo's BB Cream in Licky Naeun and Jihyo's chorus in Fancy or Chiyoung's rap in What Is Love. So yes, her nasal voice stands out a lot, but no, I don't think Twice's songs are iconic only because of her voice. Number 5. BTS looks too young. Okay, I'm not trying to offend anyone or say that looking very young is a bad thing, but I'm genuinely curious. They are entering their 30s and they still look like high schoolers. Or if not high schoolers, then at least younger than average Korean. Now don't say it's because they are Korean and Asian, don't reason, because there are so many other pop groups and actors who have an older look even though they are younger or same age. And I'm pretty sure they all take care of their looks. Second point, if it was intentional, like they put them together in a group because they wanted a certain aesthetic. I don't know about that either, because they were literally kids/teenagers, so how could they have predicted that they would age similarly? Third point, which is a sad possibility. What if all that training and perhaps not eating much, or dieting, starving themselves, caused them not to have enough nutrients to grow and therefore caused them to stay looking similar as in their teens? Think about it, in some countries where there is a lot of malnutrition, teenagers and young adults tend to look extremely young or younger than in other countries. Fourth point, they are from another galaxy. Honestly, yeah, they look a bit younger than your average Asian man, and I think it's because of how well they take care of themselves. Obviously they are idols and probably feel the need to take extra care of their skin and body. However, I mean, compared to other K-pop idols, I feel like they look the same age. When you remove all the filters and makeup and look at them barefaced, they look their age for sure. Plus they definitely don't look like high schoolers, LMO. High schoolers still look like children most of the time, LOL. Number 6. I really hate seeing NCT 23 together. Anytime all 23 members are together, especially on their reality show, it seems like either A, everyone's personality is turned up 10 notches because they want to stand out and get screen time, which is cringy to me, or B, the members who usually talk a lot in their subunits are intimidated by all of the people, so they just don't talk at all. I also find the interactions between the newer members and the older members super awkward. The members openly admit and talk about how awkward they are, but still, you can't tell me that all 23 of these guys still get along super well and are all friends. I don't mind it all since it's so rare that we see all of them together. I agree it's really awkward between some members, but at least they're pretty transparent about it, notably with it's awkward but it's okay. In addition, actually being with all the members gives them the opportunity to get closer to the people they want. For example, it's so wholesome how Yuta got to know Shotaro, or how quickly Chenil adopted Sungchan, LMO. Plus I like it when all the members are there because it gives them the opportunity to come out with a lot of content. I also agree that some members seem less loud, or that some are quote unquote fighting for screen time, but in my opinion it's okay since OT23 happens once every 2 years. It's refreshing as well to see members who are close friends but never get to see each other because of their schedules, such as Johnny and Ten or Win-Win with everyone. Honestly, I like seeing them together and I wish it could happen once a year instead of once every 2 years, but oh well. Overall, I disagree with this opinion because for me the pros of OT23 outdo the cons, and it's cute how some members look extremely happy to see each other again. Number 7. Chiyoung's talent is extremely overrated. Seriously, once act like she's some sleeping giant Nicki Minaj protege just waiting for the right song or concept. No, she isn't. Her flow is bang average and her delivery is honestly some of the worst among idol rappers. While in terms of skill she might not be the worst, she is by far one of the most boring idol rappers. Other idol rappers like Yeri and Irene aren't exactly praised for their abilities, but their delivery is often energetic. Meanwhile, Chiyoung legit always sounds the exact same with her half energetic, half monotone voice. The only thing she really has going for herself as an idol rapper is that she occasionally writes her own raps, but even then it's not something to heap praise for because they're not exactly good. Moving on to her vocals. I really only think she's better than Momo and Dahyun in Twice, yet Once's constantly act like she can hang with the main vocal line of Jihyun IE and Jiyoung. She talks, sings, and that's pretty much it. I probably sound like an asshole, but I was reading some thread about her from a couple weeks ago and I legitimately could not believe what I was seeing. People acting like she's the female incarnate of G-Dragon being held back by JYP. I've seen arguments that she would fit better in a rap-oriented group like Blackpink, but that would be a disaster. Her boring style would be exposed even harder next to Jennie and Lisa. Well, mostly Lisa, since Jennie doesn't really rap nowadays. Whose solid flows and hype delivery matches perfectly with their loud and bombastic instrumentals. This is a hard one to form an opinion on. First of all, before anyone eviscerates me, I want y'all to know that I love my girl Chiyoung from the bottom of my heart. Anyways, let's get into this opinion. To begin with, I think us Onces hype her up a lot because we think JYP is holding her back and isn't letting her showcase her true abilities. This sucks because she truly shined on 16, but there's no way to know as of 2020 if she's as good as she used to be. In terms of rap, I do think she's above the average idol though. Songwriting is difficult and I definitely think OP should acknowledge the fact that she can write her own raps. For vocals, let's keep in mind that Twice as a group isn't the strongest in terms of vocals. I disagree that she's only quote unquote better than Momo and Dahyun. She can easily be the 5th or 4th best vocalist in the group. Chiyoung's lower register is actually pretty good. However, I do agree that she's nowhere near the lead vocalist position in my opinion. She has so much potential, but it's a shame that JYP didn't train her enough vocally. To conclude, I don't know if it makes sense, but as a Twice member I think Chiyoung is underrated, but as an overall idol I think she's overhyped. I think for people who don't stand Twice that much, they feel like Onces make her seem like the best idol ever, but in reality I think we're just overhyping her because we know she's capable of more. Also, I have to agree that she wouldn't fit in with Blackpink. Her and Blackpink's rappers simply don't have the same rap style and she would just be out of place. Call me deaf if you want, but I personally think Chiyoung would sound great rapping a CLC song. Number 8. I like the robot voice. Well, thank you. Number 9. Felix is overhyped. For the wrong things. Felix is really not that talented. I really don't see the hype about him. Yeah, he's cute and sweet, but he's average in all aspects. Rap, below average. Dance, average. Singing, below average. In my opinion, Han Jisung should have gotten the lead dancer position. I also refuse to call Felix a main dancer when Hyunjin and Lee Know are right there. Just the other day someone called him the most talented 4th gen idol cause he has the deepest voice in pop. Like, I know it's normal to praise your faves, but I feel like it's getting ridiculous with him. I'm especially saying that because a lot of people mention Jiyoung, IN, and Soongmin in these type of discussions when Felix is literally right there. But I guess he brings in a lot of fans, so I'm not gonna dwell on it. I completely disagree. First of all, Felix's deep voice is incredibly unique in K-pop and it's such a great asset to the group. Chan himself has said that Stray Kids' songs wouldn't be the same without Felix's voice. Obviously you can't compare his rapping skills with Jisung and Changbin, who are literally part of the best K-pop rappers. However, since his voice is low, he doesn't have to rap fast and can rely on the deepness of his voice and good flow to rap. I wouldn't say that he's a below average rapper, I would say instead he's a decent good average idol male rapper. In terms of dancing, I definitely think he deserves his lead dancer position. I don't know anything about dancing, but according to other dancers, Jisung is more of performer while Felix is more of a dancer. Also, I don't think Felix is getting hype for his skills at all besides his voice. Most people hype him up because of his deep ass voice and because he has such a great personality, which I think is justified. And finally, Grammys needs a K-pop section. K-pop is arguably the biggest music genre of the world right now, with BTS and Blackpink being the biggest and most famous musicians. It's unfair that BTS only gets nominated for one genre when Dynamite has been taking America by storm and BTS has been breaking barriers. It's also unfair that Blackpink, the biggest female act, gets 0 nominations considering the album has broken records after records. If the Grammys can have individual categories for Latin music, country music, hip hop, why can't K-pop have one too? I wholeheartedly disagree with my entire chest. I understand where OP is coming from and it really sucks to see BTS nominated for one category and Blackpink getting nothing, although they've greatly impacted music in the US this year. However, the Grammys has this thing of putting people of color into distinct categories in order to avoid nominating them in the main sections. Therefore, making a K-pop category would just defeat the purpose of getting more recognition for K-pop, since they wouldn't be nominated for the bigger awards. The problem is the Grammys' racial bias that's been prominent for a long time. Alrighty, so that's it for today. Feel free to go off in the comments, but please be respectful. Bye, love you all.